I see folks with questions about how to take cuttings all the time, so here's a quick guide. Pick your plant and where to cut. You want a node left at the very end of the piece that's left behind. I'll explain what a node is and how to find it in a sec. Now let's trim those cuttings down. You want one node on the very bottom, and ideally one more above that. One for growing roots, and one for growing leaves. Nodes are your growth points, and they're easily identified by where your plant has leaves or branches. There's also a little bit of a bump, but that's more obvious on some plants than others, so don't worry if you can't really tell by that yet. Pick off the leaf from the bottom node. You don't want it, it'll just rot and risk you losing the cutting. You're probably wondering why I suggest only 2 nodes. Now you can definitely do more. You can do 3 or 4 or whatever, but you're going to need to remember that every bit of plant on the cutting is using resources that are not going to root production. So a longer cutting may take more time to root or fail entirely because it's not getting what it needs. So now we've got a nice bundle of mid-cuts, which are pieces of the plant that do not include the top node, and a couple top cuts, which are pieces that do. The mid-cuts will need trimming. That bit of extra stem at the top is just going to rot away and consume resources doing so, so we don't want it. The top cuts are fine. If you have an especially large leaf, you might want to snip that in half too. It reduces transpiration, which is water lost through the leaf, and it doesn't actually hurt the photosynthesis of the cutting at all. I didn't bother here. You can see I also left some extra leaves on my top cuttings, which, again, more plant material, more to support, but it's Tradescantia. It'll probably root if I just leave it laying on the table. When you're done with that, just plonk them in water or whatever your favorite prop medium is. Make sure that the bottom node stays covered and moist, and that there's no extra vegetative matter in with it. Again, that stuff will just rot, and we do not want that. Now put these somewhere warm with decent light, keep those nodes moist or under the water, and before you know it, you'll start seeing roots in there. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments section here or shoot me a message on Instagram. Thanks, folks. Happy planting!